I'm Layla. Welcome to Raidlore Stories. Today we're going to be checking out The Call of the Arbiter, Discover the Lore. This is going to be episode 2 for Athel and the Sacred Order.
Welcome to the world of Teleria, an ancient land with its own peoples and races. And
Hey, man, thank you so much for the follow.
In this series, we're going to dive into the unique world and lore that exists within the Raid universe. This episode focuses on Athel, as she discovers that the Sacred Order has lost its way. As an orphan raised by the Sacred Order, she is determined to find forgotten truths hidden within the cathedral city she calls home, even if that means defying the closest thing to family she's ever known. But what does the Sacred Order stand for, and where do its origins lie? What truths have they forgotten? And how did they become what they are now? Let's learn more about their place in Teleria. The Sacred Order was formed during the Age of Hellfire, at a time when demon spawn invasions of Teleria were commonplace. The Arbiter's forces were assailed on all fronts, and they desperately needed aid. The Arbiter went to the Halls of Eternity, a realm beyond Teleria's plane, to seek out the Lightbringers, creatures dedicated to Lumaya. They were eager to help, but the nature of their magical forms made it impossible for them to enter Teleria without a mortal host. And so the Arbiter sought out a group of brave knights and gave them a proposition: yield their mortal forms and allow them to become vessels for the Lightbringers, so they might come to Teleria. It would be an act that would cost them their very existence, but could save the world. Most agreed, and together, Lightbringers and the remaining knights formed the Sacred Order. They built a grand fortress, the Eternal Citadel, in the southern slopes of the mountains west of Karok, to act as the Sacred Order's headquarters. Throughout its early years, the Sacred Order won many great victories over Siroth's forces, a united force replete with paragons of holy virtue. However, this was not to last. As Siroth created new curses and plagues, these trials in turn warped the ideology of the Sacred Order. Paranoia took hold, and purges of heretics and the unclean soon followed. This culminated in the Bloody Red Crusade, in which the Sacred Order and Bannerlords slaughtered innocent skinwalkers, orcs, lizardmen, and ogren in Lumaya's name. The damage to the Order's reputation and psyche was irreversible, with many, including the Lightbringers, leaving the Sacred Order in disgust. The hatred of non-humans still festers within the Sacred Order today, a shadow of its former glory. It has become as feared as Siroth himself among some. The Sacred Order has now spurned and forgotten much of its past, with even a whisper of the Arbiter's name being considered heretical. However, there is still hope. In the hearts of people like Athel and her friend Shamael, there is a chance that the true light of Lumaya and the Arbiter can shine once more. Just as Athel searches for answers in the Eternal Citadel's library, the solution to this week's code may also be found by the Arbiter's blessing. While Athel seeks the truth about the Sacred Order's origins, the Godseeker follows the organization's will blindly. With Shamael caught in between, his fate depends on who he sides with. As Athel's actions show, there is another path that the Sacred Order can follow. Despite its bloody past, it can still achieve redemption. To learn more about life in the Sacred Order, as well as its history, check out the bios of Athel, Inquisitor Shamael, Godseeker and Neri, Cardiel, and Martyr in the Champion Index in-game, or follow the links in the description for more resources. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Raid Call of the Arbiter content.
Oh, that was really good, you guys. Okay, I think I really like this one. It's so interesting how they liken the Sacred Order in many ways to almost like their crusades. Yo, Lord, thank you so much for 17 months. Yes, Lord Cardiel has lore. I already posted it on my lore story channel. I didn't know Martyr had lore though, guys. We should go read Martyrs. This is good. We'll read Martyrs as well too. Let me write this down. Hi, Flu. I didn't know she did too. That's what I like about this as well. Yeah, Cardiel and Cecilia both have lore, and I have it on my lore channel as well. Let me do Martyr. We're going to read hers in a minute. I didn't know she did either. Okay. Guys, so one of the things I really think is kind of cool that they're kind of fleshing out with the Sacred Order is, yeah, they make it very much like the Crusades, or I'm such like a Blizzard World of Warcraft girl, and a lot of these vibes I get from Sacred Order is a lot of what happened with Arthas pre-Lich King, where you start to kind of go mad, and basically he would just kind of purge everything, right? Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Guys, drop me some comments down below what you think of the lore story for Athel and for the Sacred Order as a whole, and thanks so much for watching.